I write my own raps, ghost writing that's whack to me. 25-8 life, no breaks, ain't no match for me.
Got my nigga Stone playing, you feel me? How y'all feeling today, man? Sweet 420, you know what's up. Real talk. Today we gonna talk about living in LA, man. Living in LA from the perspective of a motherfucker who's not from LA. You dig? I get all these questions from my homies, like other people who don't live here on the ground, just, asking how it was when I moved here, how I moved here, why I moved here, or just random questions. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can break it down to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Really put niggas on game if you feel like this is something you want to do, or how I did it, you know what I'm saying? You can take my mistakes, learn from them, and then take some of the things that I did right, expand on that, you dig? But, I mean, the main question is really be like, when did I come to LA? I came to LA in March of 2018. You know what I'm saying? I drove out here by myself in the motherfucking two-door, you dig? With everything that I had necessary, what I felt necessary to move out here at the time, I drove out here, and then I crashed Airbnb. But when I drove out here, it took me 3 days to get out this motherfucker. I drove from Ohio. I crashed at an Airbnb, and for about a week. And then I had to hop on Craigslist. Hopped on Craigslist. I didn't know shit at the time either. Hop on Craigslist just trying to find spots in the area. And when I first got to LA, I was staying in Studio City, just like in the valley. So I'm looking for spots like, around that area because I really couldn't afford nothing that was in the city at the time. Like, the only thing I can afford was like $750, $800 a month. Didn't have a job. I only had like $6,500 on me. You know what I'm saying? And the way I was getting money, it was like back and forth. I had to go back and forth from here in Ohio still, So I was able to survive for a few months just off of the money that I had saved up. Ended up getting a spot out in Cedar, which is fucking terrible. Terrible place to be. I didn't know that at the time, so I didn't know shit about LA. That's not even in LA. It's like on the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? Ended up out there, and it was just fucking terrible. Living with like 4 different people that I didn't know. I was just renting out a room. Ended up living with a fucking porn star bitch I didn't even know. She was in there shooting films and shit, getting banged out crazy, you dig? Like, I'm like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? I come home, motherfuckers in the crib, don't even know these motherfuckers. I'm like, man, this ain't how I'm trying to live, you dig? So, just getting into what I can talk about, in LA. One thing I'm about to say is, you gotta have a hustle, man. The thing they don't be keeping it real with y'all about when motherfuckers move to LA. They don't keep it real with y'all about all the dirty work that you gotta put in, you know what I'm saying? All the long nights and shit. You might have to go do Postmates, Uber, you know what I'm saying? You might have to go do something illegal. I don't know. I'm speaking on what you could do with your life. You know what I'm saying? I can't really speak on the things that necessarily everything that I did. Cause we on the motherfucking Twitch, you dig? And sometimes niggas just gotta get out here and work their hand. You know what I'm saying? I make beats. I'm a licensed grower. You know what I'm saying? So these are all things that you gotta build up to. You can't just pick up this shit and do it. So I can't really tell you how you can survive in LA the same way that I survive, because it's like, nigga, you gotta figure that out, man. But you gotta have a hustle. It's gonna be hard to survive off this job in Los Angeles, man. You're gonna get washed away quick, dude. So it's just a little advice to people that's thinking about it. I'm about to go online and see what the hell they what the top questions are, man. Read some authentic shit to y'all real quick. See if y'all can see my screen. Here we go. Make sure y'all can see this shit. My bad, man. Fuck this shit, ain't got going on. See what we talking about this motherfucking man. Alright. Top questions. Top 5 things you need to know about moving to Los Angeles. See, this is the type of shit they be having motherfuckers reading. I'm giving it to the real. This channel here, man, we streaming for the real, you dig? If you a real motherfucker, the last thing you really worried about is the type of shit they trying to get you to talk about on here, like get you to read into. Like, let me top 10 essentials. This ain't the right one. Top 5. Here we go. City, beach, and birds. There's no place like home. For one, you a motherfucker like me, and you trying to move to LA, these plots they got listed on here, boy, you better have your bread all the way right. Like, you gonna have to come out here with 10 stacks or more. It's $2,200 for a 1 bedroom. Something nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stay in a 2 bedroom right now with my homie from back home. We got a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom. It's about $2,400 in Inglewood. You know what I'm saying? Decent. Decent. At the best, decent. You know what I'm saying? And we only here just busting the low licks, trying to, you know what I'm saying, get our shit right. But I done stayed in penthouses, all types of shit, all throughout the city. I done lived in Hollywood. I done lived in Woodland Hills. I live in Inglewood right now. I stayed in Reseda. When I first got out this bitch, I stayed in Burbank for like a year. You know what I'm saying? I done been around the city. I know a lot about the city. It's just, you better have a motherfucking hustle, man. That's what I can say. Northridge, Van Nuys. See, I stayed like, you know, in the proximity of these areas. These are all areas that I would, you know, tell a motherfucker to look into when they first move into LA. You know what I mean? These are cheaper areas right here. Van Nuys, Studio City, Encino. You can find you something decent out here. You know what I'm saying? For a decent little price if you're just trying to get your feet wet. You trying to move to Santa Monica or Venice, boy, you better have them rackies. You better have them motherfucking rackies, boy. That's all I can say. The rackies better be on deck. You trying to go, you know what I'm saying, downtown, you can make that happen. Hollywood dirty, if you ask me, but it got some nice spots over there. But you better keep your head on the swivel, because motherfuckers will rob your ass. In Hollywood, for sure, for sure. Silver Lake, real nice over there, you know what I'm saying? Echo Park is decent over there. You can find you something nice, you know what I mean? Still pricey though. Next question. How to choose where to live in Los Angeles. That's based off how much money you make flat out. I'm pretty sure they're going into that. You know what I'm saying? But when you hear, you can finagle a little bit more than what you can just see on the internet. Easy call. In LA, sometimes we can always use Lyft. If you moving to LA without a car, my nigga, it can happen, but dog, your life gonna be trash. You about to be out here spending all your money on Uber. It's gonna take you an hour to get anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Don't move out of LA with no car, man. I seen too many people take that L. Now you over here bumming motherfuckers for rides and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? How you shit in line, man? If you gonna come to LA, have a car, man. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? You ain't from here. Fuck around and get your head knocked off. Another thing, understanding the LA freeway system. It's very true, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know your ways around this motherfucker. Because you will get caught in traffic. But I ain't about to get too deep into that if you ain't even out here, you know what I'm saying? You have to learn that on your own. LA is a land of opportunity. This is true. This is very true. You know what I'm saying? It's still LA appreciation. LA is a crazy ass place, but you can get the job done here if you got the hustle, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is still climbing that ladder as we speak. You know what I'm saying? I done been in parties with everybody. I ain't even got a name drop, you know what I'm saying? If you follow me on the ground, it is what it is. I don't even be posting like that shit to be happy. You know, dig? But tips to finding a job in LA. I forgot. I mean, there's a lot of people that's like, be looking for jobs. I'll be speaking to people who live in a different life. But if you're looking for a job in LA and you college educated, I would say you might be a little bit upset off the pay that you're gonna get versus somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? People think that it's such an increase because you're in Los Angeles. I don't think that's the truth at all. You know, it just depends on your field. But getting your bang for your buck, this ain't the place. That's why I said if you come to LA, you better have a fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the place to be looking for no goddamn job. Posted and chilling. Sorry. It's time for Dodger baseball. Who gives a fuck about any of that shit? If you, like I said, if you're coming out here on the grind, the last thing you're worried about is a Dodger game. So I ain't even about to get it too deep into that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. There's always something to do in LA. Facts. Facts. You ain't never gonna be bored out this motherfucker. What I will tell you is, if you ain't got no money, you gonna be somewhere bored and broke. Cause cost is ridiculous for anything. Just in the bar last night, $23 for one drink. That was some Don Julio, nothing even crazy. $23 for a Don Julio. Normal, big. Ohio shit, that shit cost $8 back home. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get it to the ends and outs, man. I'm high as hell, y'all, so excuse me for a little mellow today. Tips and all this shit, man. Ain't no tips moving out to LA. You just gotta get out here and get in the mud, man. Figure it out. Because it's so different. Everybody's living from a different perspective. There's 50 different types of people living in LA. Can't really pinpoint one thing, one way to make it, man. It's a nigga out here making a new way right now that we don't even know. Like, the finesse is real. I know a lot of people out here surviving off of just relationships alone. But if you want to be a person that's able to stand on their own 10 and you don't want to be dependent, you're gonna have to have that hustle, you know what I'm saying? Like a nigga like me, I can't just sleep on a nigga couch, be somewhere, you know what I mean, uncomfortable. So it's like, if you gotta get a job, go get a job. If you gotta go find a hustle, go hustle. If you gotta go nanny, go nanny. If you gotta walk dogs, go do that, you know what I'm saying? Talking to the females too. You know, it's different little hustles out here that you can be utilizing your time, making money, and figuring out another way to bring in more income. It's just about you balancing, man, finding that balance. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the key to surviving in LA, because every day count out this motherfucker, man. Every day count. You know what I mean? And that's really what I would say to anybody that's trying to come out here, man. You know what I'm saying? We can get it more in depth. For people to drop some questions, you know what I'm saying, to me that they want to hear. But LA ain't for a weak hearted, man. You better have your shit right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take it a little bit lighter though, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk about this football shit that's going on. My Bengals won today, nigga. Beat some motherfucking Steelers ass. I like that. Rams won today too. Took out Tom Brady. That's a good day. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta go in on the Lakers. What they about to do to y'all. Stupid. You know what I'm saying? Russ, we got Russ back.